What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I forgot my intro. Guys, listen. I want to get in this story. This story dropped this morning, and it shows you the brazenness that's out here and the viciousness that's in man, especially when it's involving children, and it's also involving just people just bold enough to do some of the craziest stuff in public. This story's out of Brooklyn, New York. Shout out Brooklyn. And what I'm about to show you is a police video where they was looking for this guy, which they found, and I got his name and all that stuff, and they'll show it to you in a second. This guy was walking down the street like any other citizen when a man with two of his children, holding them by the hands, this guy tried to grab one of the children and abduct them right in broad daylight. Take a look at this.
Police have made an arrest in an attempted abduction of a child. 28-year-old Stephen Stowe is facing multiple charges, including second-degree kidnapping. Police say a father was walking with his 6-year-old son, as you can see, around 3:30 yesterday. This is in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. That's when they say Stowe walked up, tried to grab the child's hand, and tried to walk away with the child, as you can see. But the father happened to be holding his son's hand and grabbed him back. Just dramatic video to watch.
You guys see that? It's amazing to me how brazen people are nowadays. He walked across the street and just grabbed the kid. Then he tried to pick the kid up and take the kid with him. Dad had a strong rip, I can say that. But I mean, just thinking about that, just how like openly people can bother people that's not bothering them and try to take a child like you're picking fruit up in the produce aisle in the supermarket. What kind of world we live in? How is this ever acceptable? That type of actions right there, I would take them right out of here. Because whatever he was going to do with that kid, when he took that kid, was not going to be good. See, people gauge you on crimes a lot of times when they're not in their, when they're in their right mind. A lot of times people prey upon you because they look at you as weak, or they look at you as somebody they think they can take if things go bad. That's crazy that that man had to go through that. What type of trauma do you think your son has now walking down the street? Most likely that way they walk is probably some way they walk all the time. You don't think they in that little boy head, and his father and sister or whoever that was is going to think about that? They're going to always be looking for that man that grabbed them and all this other type of stuff. Did you notice when the guy grabbed the kid, he turned around and started talking trash to the man? See, the guy ain't want no smoke or nothing like that. But man, I don't know how I would have handled that type of situation. Seriously, somebody tried to take your kid. I'm sure when all the adrenaline wore down and they was in the house and he was talking to his wife or his girlfriend or the kid's mother or something, he was still tense. Man, people are buck wild. You tried to kidnap a kid in broad daylight. So I don't even want to think about what he was going to do with the child. But I mean, just walking down the street with a mask on your face made you bold enough to pull some shit like that. Stuff like that, man, when they catch them people doing that type of stuff, or they catch people doing all these crazy crimes in a certain type of neighborhood, that whole neighborhood should have a right to tear that ass up. Seriously, who does that? Who does that? Who does that and don't fear about getting caught? I mean, he did it like it was nothing. Give me that goddamn kid. You know what I'm saying? Can't even walk down the street no more. Always somebody to mess with you or somebody to cause some type of drama in your life, and that could have ended really badly. I mean, just thinking about this. Listen, just speaking about this, because I mean, I love my children. I know you guys love them too. It's hard enough to keep your kids away from the temptations that's out there that's trying to lure them out of the house, whether it's their mind and their body or both. You know what I'm saying? to have somebody do that in front of your face, man, in the 80s and 90s, that would have been something unheard of. Now we're starting to see stuff that our jaws don't even drop no more. When we see it, we like, man, look at that. I'm telling you, man, if you can get a license to conceal carry and stuff like that, I would get it. Because as soon as he picked my son up in the air like that and I got him back, I'd have pulled out and blazed him right there. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And then I wonder what he said to the man after he tried to take the kid, because he said something like being smart or whatever, you know, being slick out his mouth. Then he just walked off and went around the corner, and that was into like a housing project or whatever, because he went through the entrance gate. I think that's why they caught him so quick. 28-year-old man, you out here grabbing, putting your hands on anybody's kids, that's a death sentence, period. Would y'all agree or disagree? You touch somebody's kid. Then he had the kid up high up in there and just let the kid go. Luckily, the man was still holding on to the kid. What if at the time it happened, both of them let go? That little boy or little girl, whoever it was, I think it was a little boy, would have got hurt. You think he would have said sorry? No, he wouldn't have said sorry. You think he would still went after the kid? No. After he seen that, he'd have tried to take off. Man, it's like people live like barbarians and Vikings in their head right now. You know, that term, the barbarians are at the gate. Well, they passed the gate and they walking around in town square, and you don't know when you're going to bump into one. This is a damn shame for somebody to be doing that. I don't know if he got mental illness. I don't give a shit. You don't touch nobody's kids. And when you do that, whatever happened to you, happened to you. Y'all agree or disagree? That's just me. I love my kids, and I know a lot of y'all do too. We should not be subject to any type of stuff like this. They need to change these laws. Change these damn punishments. Stop hiding criminals behind a bunch of red tape and paperwork, claiming that the law and this dictates this, when stuff like this is right in front of your face in black and white. The crime description. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Before I get out of here, I thought about this when I was closing out. It was one of my points. It seemed like the guy was walking across the street when you looked at the first video of the, I guess that was a pole cam or whatever. He walked between the car, and then he went, you know, between the tree and the car, and he was walking. Then he wasn't thinking that. He must have looked at the dude. It looked like he looked at the guy. Then he grabbed the kid and picked the kid up. They're saying, you know, he tried to grab the kid by the hand. He picked that kid up, and then he seen the father didn't let go, and then he let the kid go. That we talked about that already. But to me, it seemed like them people was Jewish. Now, I don't know if this may be something to do with that, but if you notice, the guy, after it was over, the father said something to him, and the guy spouted something to him, like said something to him, then he walked off like, yeah. I'm thinking, honestly, he might have just wanted to grab the kid, and I don't know, I'm just saying, grab the kid and then walk off with the kid real quick. I don't think, you know, I don't know what he was going to do with the kid, but it just, I know people that play games like that sometimes. People play games. They'll snatch the kid, then put the kid down to see what you do. But when the guy snatched the kid and said something to him, he mouthed off something under his mask. I don't know if it was anti-Semitic or what, but I mean, that might be a factor. He might have seen the dude and wanted to mess with him. Anyway, thanks for listening.